What's up guys? It is Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000 and welcome to my review of Bleach, Chapter 513. Ooh, the ominous 13, I wonder what that means for this chapter. What it actually means is it's slightly kind of a retread of last week with some other things sprinkled in. What I mean by that is the chapter opens up with Byakuya, who is still on his deathbed gurgling up blood and dropping his sword for what I believe is maybe the 80th time. I know that's an extreme exaggeration, but come on, just let this guy die. He's like friggin' Will Ferrell from the Austin Powers movies.
I'm still alive, but I'm very badly injured.
So after watching Byakuya cough up blood for what seemed like 2 hours, we finally get back to the whole thing that really matters here. That is Ichigo getting ready to kick some ass and fight against the leader of the Vandenreich, Juhabak. And immediately Ichigo is like, "Are you the leader of this whole operation?" And Juhabak is like, "I kinda am, but I'm also not." And then Ichigo's like, "No, are you the one who fucked up all Soul Society?" And then Juhabak is just immediately like, "I am." And then Ichigo just powers up in this great panel, which is honestly really cool looking. And this is when we get some typical Ichigo action. We get to see more of his signature techniques, the Getsuga Tensho, which I gotta admit, that one panel where he throws it with his sword and everything, it does look pretty cool. You know, it's the typical crescent-shaped Getsuga Tensho. And it doesn't really do anything to Juhabak because he just gets right up in Ichigo's face, and he's able to take his sword and like practically stab him right in the neck with it. And that's pretty much the end of the battle here, and that's pretty much the end of the chapter. And this is when Juhabak activates his Blut vein, or whatever the hell it is. So the chapter itself was short, but there's still some pretty important developments that are coming from it. First and foremost, the battle was short-lived, but we kind of had to have expected this because, come on, this is still the beginning of this arc. There's no way that Ichigo's going to be able to beat this guy. Something that I do find interesting is that Juhabak obviously doesn't seem to want to kill Ichigo. He wants to bring him with him, and they want to recruit him into their ranks, which I think is something really interesting. I think they're going to try and brainwash him a little bit, and I think that'll be interesting getting to see Ichigo get captured for once. He's going to be on the side of the enemy forces, and it seems like maybe everybody else is going to have to try to come after him while he's trying to escape. Maybe that's just a smaller part of what could be happening in this arc. It's all speculation on my point. But still, this chapter was okay. It was much better than last week's. It still had some great character artwork. In particular, I loved a few of the panels. Ichigo super pissed off. I loved when he was powering up and you could just see all the like Reiatsu and all that crazy ki energy, you know, whatever it's called, all behind him just exploding and everything. And like I said, we've seen the Getsuga Tensho a million times at this point. But you know what? It still looked really cool when he was throwing that one right at Juhabak. And Juhabak this week was pretty damn cool, especially the way he used his sword and just how insanely menacing he is. No matter what Ichigo was asking him, he was just immediately like, "Yeah, I was the one who was fucking up your friends. What of it?" So, I did enjoy this one a lot more than last week, but still, it did leave me wanting a little bit more. All the stuff with Byakuya at the beginning, it's like, ugh, please don't build this up anymore, Kubo. Can you please just kill him? I still enjoyed it. I still got a few good moments out of it. I'm sure it's going to flow a little bit better when we learn a little bit more about what's going on in the story. So I'm going to drop a 7 out of this one, kind of a safe score, but it entertained me, and that's what was important. I did get something out of it, and the story is finally starting to move along just a little bit. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do as they try to capture Ichigo, so it's pretty cool stuff. But how did you guys feel about this week's chapter? You can let me know with your comments below. And remember guys, as always, if you like this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. Remember guys, it really helps our videos when you guys do that. Alright, that concludes this review today. SuperKamiGuru9000, out.
I'm trying the other leg. Oh!